We didn't know to bring, so we just said bring that.
Yes.
Joe, you want to open it up, and then we'll take questions for players.
Obviously, very excited to get our first win as a team. This 2017, getting the first one under our belts, and then we'll talk about the game. But I just thought I was just pleased with the way these guys executed. We spent all week talking about us, worrying about us. I told them before the game, don't worry about anything but ourselves, improving ourselves, disciplined, fast, violent football. We came out and did that today. Got off to a hot start. And, I'm just pleased these guys listened to the message and executed. Nice to get the first win. Obviously heading into a bye week, and then we have a great challenge in front of us. But I told them, I was talking down there, I'm going to stop talking about everything. I'm going to enjoy this. These guys are going to enjoy this. Winning's very, very hard, especially in this league, and we're going to enjoy this as a team, and we'll get on to everything next week.
So we've got Darius Hart, Charles Mitchell, Josh Mack, Chris Ferguson, Jamil Dimby. Questions for any of the players?
Josh, you like playing against those guys? Because last year it was 151 and 3 touchdowns. 255 and 3 touchdowns today.
I wouldn't say I just like playing against them. I guess we just executed like Coach said, all week. He didn't mention them at all. He just talked about ourselves and harped on us bettering ourselves and executing and be disciplined. I guess I just tried to take that message in mind and play like that.
Twice, 66-yard touchdown run, 60-yard touchdown run. What did you think when you turned the corner in those plays?
I just saw green grass in front of me. I trusted my O-line in front of me, Jamil and the rest of them. I was patient, let my blocks develop, and just hit the hole that opened up.
Jamil, over 530 yards in total offense. You looked at the matchup. Obviously, that doesn't happen without dominance of the line. What was happening in the trenches? What were you guys able to do in the offensive line?
We just did what we were coached on all week. We did a great job with our keys and everything, all the adjustments that we made against them, and we knew where they're going to throw at. So we just executed, and we gelled well throughout the whole week, and we worked hard throughout the whole week. We just came out, we executed.
Game like this, you guys feel you put it on yourselves and let's take over the game?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely. With a young quarterback, Ferg does a great job, but we definitely want to be the ones that put the offense on our back, because without the rushing yards, without a run game, you're not going to be explosive to the offense. So we definitely take pride in that, and I think we did a great job today.
Chris, first 2 drives, you guys had the ball for a total of 104 seconds, and you had 2 touchdowns. You like that kind of stuff?
Yeah, you just gotta trust what the coaches are doing, trust what our guys are doing, and just buy in. And I think that's what happens. You execute, you're disciplined, you do what you do in practice, and that's why we prepare. That's why we do everything during the week, so we can come out and execute what we're doing, and we know what they're throwing at us, and we can take advantage of it.
First 2 to Ernest. What did you see on those plays that opened it up, man?
Yeah, I think the first one kind of just go through your reads, but
to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we just kept the foot on the pedal the whole game. We didn't take them for granted. Coach said, don't underestimate this team, because there's teams in the past that have lost to them, and a team that's an underdog is always capable of doing the impossible. So we just kept our foot on the pedal the whole time.
Darius, 5 interceptions today. It's got to feel pretty good for the defense.
Yeah, we had a good week of practice, a lot of film study, and the rest just showed for itself.
Talk about your interception return. It was deflected.
Yeah,
Dakota, I think, deflected it.
Yeah, I got to the post because last week the coordinator was big on getting to the post, because
So was the head coach.
Yeah, trick plays and stuff, and just doing your job, being back there, just not trying to make the extra play. And as soon as I got there, I seen the ball in the air, and I just went after it, grabbed it, and saw the green grass, and started running.
Charles, the pass rush today, you guys were harassing them all day. Did you guys do anything special, or?
No, nothing special at all. Everything that we went over in practice this week, we just executed well. We was more violent than them and just straight dominated.
Violence was like the topic of the whole team this week, just coming out being violent and fast.
Did this game kind of show what you guys can do when things are cooking?
Yes.
Definitely.
I think when it comes to teams like this, if you want to be good, you win the game by a touchdown or two. But, we set out, we want to be great, and we want to take advantage of this opportunity. And, we want to show the league and show ourselves what we can do. And I think we did that today, and we're going to set the tone for the rest of the season.
Josh, a couple times last week you got caught going east-west. Today you seem much more north-south focused. Was that part of the thought process?
Definitely. After the game, watched film all week on it. Been coached up by the coaches. Took it in and just the game is you score north and south, not east and west. So just tried to keep going forward, not side to side.
You guys obviously, Coach talked a lot about they do a lot of trick plays and stuff. And you guys were ready for everything they threw at you today, Darius?
Yeah, I got beat on the trick play last week, not getting to the post, so that was a big thing. We knew they were gonna get in the middle of the field, the backs against the wall, they're gonna hit us with a trick play. So we just focus on good eyes and good discipline, make sure we didn't let none of that up.
Take one more for the players. Anyone's got it?
Really just about, you guys have said it several times. You practice this all week and just went out in the field. Is it really everything you practice, you translate on the field?
Yeah,
I get the coaches, they do a great job. They've been doing a great job all week. I've never been more prepared for a game, and I'm pretty sure, defensive side, from running backs and to the O-lines, to the wide receivers, to the D-lines, to the DBs, everybody's been coached very well, and, we're well prepared, and I think we've seen everything we had in practice, so it's up to us to execute, and that's just great when you have a coaching staff like that.
Yeah, practice is always the toughest for us during the week. Coaches always getting on us and yelling, and it's showing how much they care about us. So when it comes to game time, just muscle memory to us.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you. Thanks, guys.
Joe, coming off last week, how important was it, as you said, just to focus on what you guys have to do?
Yeah, I think that was really the only message that we wanted to give out. After you lose a game like that, to your rival and those things. I mean, I forget. I didn't even talk to the guys once. That's the 12th ranked team in the country down there too, and we felt like we played well. Obviously, we didn't win it, so it was just important as the head coach, and I think as our staff, we just wanted to get better. Focus on us. Don't worry about anything else. Let's put the pieces together. And you heard one of them say it. Our big emphasis this week is, I truly believe we're a good football team, but the good means 500. We're trying to change that around here. I mean, that's just, it's been a goal of ours to be great, and that's why these guys are saying that. It's kind of become maybe a little bit of our slogan so far. We want to be great. We're tired of being good, try to be in 500. And that's why that one probably hurt so much last week, because we wanted to get over that hurdle of constantly losing to them. But it is what it is. We focus on ourselves, and we just came out and played our style of football. And I was just pleased with how the kids took the message. And I'm also pleased with how they handle it. Those games aren't easy, too. You want to handle it with class and do it the right way. And we talked about that at halftime, and I think our kids did that. I think our coaching staff did that. And I think that sometimes gets lost in these types of games.
And you wanted to establish early, and you did. You established your
that was
off the bat.
Yeah, and I think last week obviously the defense started a little slow, but we responded right back. Ferg went down the field, and it was 7-7. So we wanted to get off the start today, really on the right foot, and it's just execution, with us. And if we can constantly do that, I know that's what every coach says, and that's what every team wants to do. But our kids are buying into what we're saying. Now, if we're talented and good enough and disciplined enough to execute it, we'll find out. But obviously, it's just great to get our first win. These kids haven't won a game since Stony Brook in November last year. So, sometimes these kids forget with their short-term memory, that they have quite often. But to remind them what a win feels like, I always tell them we'll enjoy it, because it's very, very hard to win in this league. It's very hard to win Division I. So we're going to enjoy it tonight. And we'll get on the tape tomorrow, and we'll hopefully move forward and have a great week.
What did you see from Josh that was different from last week? I know we talked east-west sometimes.
Yeah,
work out
I mean,
much more north-south.
Yeah, and I think in the interviews I had last week, I was tough on Josh. I think I was straight up with you guys about it. I don't even know if he reads or follows any of that stuff, but I was hoping he did, and I think he got the message. And it's the same message for Josh. Josh is he's a good running back. He can have 100 yards on the stat sheet at the end of the night. He'll continue to do well, but if he wants to be great and be the best back in the league, he's got to do things like he did tonight. So, we talk about those things as a team, as a whole, too. I mean, it's not easy to be great. That's why everyone doesn't do it. So if we realize that and keep working toward it. But that was the message for Josh last week. He responded. Now the challenge is he's got to do it next week.
Coach, can you just comment a little bit about how you feeling about the kicking game right now? After the second game?
Yeah, probably the same. It really is a mystery to you. It is. It really is a mystery to me a little bit about just what we're going to do. It's going to hurt us, and we're going to lose another game if we can't fix it. We just need consistency at it. I thought we took a step towards solving the problem with signing a kid that was highly recruited, and we did a good job getting him. But ultimately, it's hard with that position too because he doesn't get the same string or leeway as another position would. If I have a true freshman D line, and no one knows if he screws up 2 or 3 times. But hey, you want it to kick, so you got to step up and make the kicks, and we just got to keep coaching it, keep executing it, keep practicing it. But ultimately, they can't be scared out there. They got to go out there and kick.
Do you envision doing the same kind of thing where if Kenny has some struggles, you'll go to Briggs or vice versa? Or
Yeah, going into this game, I had the mindset that I wasn't going to let us lose the game again if Kenny was off. Obviously, Kenny got off to an okay start, but again, extra points in Division I should be automatic. It should be. I shouldn't even have to look. Shouldn't have to think about it. It should go and it should be in. That kick was low again. I haven't even watched the film. I know it was low. We'll probably go into this week with it probably open, and we'll see who kicks better, because that's the only thing we can really do now is we got to be fair to both guys because, obviously neither one of them is really getting it done.
He did kick 2 field goals today.
No, he did. It's just
But he missed 2 extra points.
Yeah, he's got to. I guess there's a level of standard here that we want, and neither of them are meeting it right now. Briggs is kicking the crap out of the ball on kickoff, though.
Oh yeah.
He is.
He had plenty of leg on the field.
And the problem with that is I don't want to screw with him, and I want him to keep doing that. And I thought we had a good system going into the year with one kicking, one doing the kickoffs, one punt, and they can concentrate. Thought Derek punted pretty good today. I know the last one he wants back, but he didn't have to punt a lot today. So, I think any time that we can just keep those guys to do what they're doing, but we'll see what happens. Our job is to win, so we got to play the best guy that gives us a chance.
8 turnovers defense force today. 5 interceptions, 3 fumble recoveries. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's huge. Coach Heatherman and his staff always emphasize that takeaways, and it was huge today. And it's good for guys to see those things happening. It's hard as a coach when you preach a bunch of stuff and it doesn't happen. Guys start to lose faith in it, and I think we just got to keep believing in what we're doing. But turnovers are obviously nice. The thing that pisses me off is the penalties. So we had 11 again today. So we'll handle that tomorrow in an appropriate way. And we just got to cut those out because they're going to beat us. And I don't want to be sitting here in a week or 2 or 3 talking about the kicking game and penalties lost us another game. So, that kind of gets lost, and I'll be happy tonight, but I'm sure I'll go to bed pissed off because we had 11 penalties.
I don't mean to go back to Josh, but when you were talking about today, did things better? Something you addressed, was it his north-south running? I know you talked about his pass routes, his protection. Was it an all-over better game, or what specifically did he? Yeah,
I haven't. I know I haven't watched the tape yet, so the route running and the protection, I wouldn't really know yet. But I just think he was more aggressive today. As a runner. We emphasize all week. In those outside zone plays, we got to put our foot in the ground and get north. That's how the best teams in the NFL run it, and at our level run it. So, I think Josh just took a step forward today, but ultimately, we're back in the league in 2 weeks, and we got to do it against ultimately what's probably going to be the number 1 team in the country.
Now, is that a luxury to have 2 weeks to prepare for them, especially on the road, too?
I guess it's good and it's bad because us as coaches will probably do something stupid and overthink stuff with extra time. But hopefully we do not do that and just let these guys play fast and physical. It's funny. We had a bye last year going into them too. We got another one here, and we played well in that game last year. Obviously, they had to travel here. Now we got to go down there. We haven't been back down there since the Treaster helicopter touchdown or 2-point conversion. So You know, it'll be it's a great place to play. It's the best place to play in our league. It's a great trip from that standpoint, but ultimately it's a business trip for us to get a win. And you know, like I said, we'll enjoy this and we'll get on the tape, but we probably won't start to do some JMU stuff till the end of the week next week.
You give them a couple days off with a bye week, or how do you?
Yeah, we have a schedule. We'll probably practice. Yeah, we probably
practice
practice twice next week out of the normal 4 that we practice. We'll get them in tomorrow, get the tape, and review that. And then you know, Monday's their NCAA day off, so they have that day off anyway. But we'll probably practice out of Tuesday through Friday, 2 days there. You know, the coaches will do some recruiting, go to some Maine high school games on Friday. We did that last Friday, so it gives us a chance to get out and see some of the local talent as well.
All right, thanks, Joe.
All right.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Thanks. Yep.